Listen to part of a talk in an economics class.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get into the main part of the lecture today, I just want to go over a little bit about the idea of money. Money, a universally agreed upon medium of exchange. Now, money is the kind of thing that, well, at first at least, becomes part of a society's economic system without the help of a government. I mean, it's not like a government one day decides to introduce paper bills and suddenly everyone in the society is using paper bills as currency. No, see, money first emerges in everyday use, among people going about their everyday activities. Now, the form it takes, well, it can pretty much be anything. Many substances have been used as money, things like salt, cattle, and shells. The medium will depend on a variety of factors. What the society values, what resources it has, things like that. Okay, but time and again, there's a particular exchange medium that's spontaneously adopted by people all over the globe. Can anyone guess?
Gold. It must be gold.
Gold, of course. There are two major reasons why gold is a good substance to use as money. First, it's something that just about everyone values. That would certainly be important if it is going to be a universal medium of exchange. Second, it can be divided up into small amounts, so you can adjust the value. This makes gold useful in all kinds of transactions, large and small. Okay, so now put yourself back in time. Imagine an old village in England. We have a gold currency using society. The economy is pretty stable, and it's growing, right? So people are starting to accumulate gold, right? The use of gold as money has created a need for a system of securely storing it. Where do you think people turned, when they wanted to put their money in a safe place?
Well, maybe some sort of governmental place. I don't know, like a mayor or a city hall or something like that.
Okay, good guess, but that's not correct. Think about what trades and businesses might use as safe in their work.
Banks? Oh, wait. I guess there probably wouldn't be banks if money had only recently emerged.
No, there weren't banks yet, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, the place where people stored their gold was with goldsmiths. Goldsmiths, it's their job to deal with gold, so they generally have secure safes for storing the metal. Of course, goldsmiths were happy to accommodate people's need for gold storage. They recognized a business potential. People paid a small fee to lock up their gold in the goldsmith's safe, and they left with a receipt issued by the goldsmith. The receipt entitled the bearer to retrieve the gold at any time. This system of storing gold became very popular, and the number of people carrying receipts instead of actual gold grew and grew. After a while, people stopped bothering to pick up their gold in order to make a physical transaction when they bought things. They realized that it was easier to just hand over their receipts for their gold, leaving the actual physical gold out of the whole procedure. Everyone accepted the fact that goldsmith receipts were backed by real gold. Effectively, the goldsmith's receipts had become paper money.
So the goldsmiths were kind of like bankers?
Right. And their role as bankers kept evolving. As gold gradually got left out of people's business transactions and receipts were exchanged instead, there was a whole bunch of gold just sitting in goldsmiths' safes. It was like it wasn't being used. Goldsmiths realized that they could actually lend out some of the gold that they were storing. Such a small percentage of people collected their gold on any given day, goldsmiths were basically sure that they could lend out a lot of the gold they were storing, yet still be able to pay back anyone who came in with a receipt and wanted to collect their gold. So at this point, goldsmiths were bankers operating unofficial banks, right? I mean, 'cause it's still all being run privately, not government organized. But that changed too. See, goldsmiths presented the King of England with an irresistible proposition. If the government would sanction goldsmiths as official bankers and their safes as official banks, and give them the right to print official money and punish anyone else who printed money. Okay, if the king would do that, then the goldsmith bankers would print up money for the king to fund his wars. This was a winning situation for the goldsmith bankers because they got a lot of power, being the exclusive printers of, official money. And the king, of course, was basically getting money for nothing.
Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you answer. Number 12. What is the discussion mainly about? Number 13. Why was gold chosen as a universal medium of exchange all over the globe? Click on two answers. Number 14. Why were goldsmiths' receipts initially accepted as money? Number 15. According to the professor, how did the adoption of an official bank benefit the king? Listen again to part of the lecture. Then answer the question.
Now, money is the kind of thing that, well, at first at least, becomes part of a society's economic system without the help of a government. I mean, it's not like a government one day decides to introduce paper bills, and suddenly everyone in the society is using paper bills as currency.
Number 16. What does the professor imply when she says this?
Now, money is the kind of thing that, well, at first at least, becomes part of a society's economic system without the help of a government.
Listen again to part of the lecture. Then answer the question.
Okay, good guess, but that's not correct. Think about what trades and businesses might use as safe in their work.
Banks? Oh, wait. I guess there probably wouldn't be banks if money had only recently emerged.
Number 17. What does the student mean when he says this?
Banks? Oh, wait.